It's probably a bit echoey in here. Actually, it's definitely a bit echoey in here. But my power is still out. It hasn't quite been 24 hours straight, but long enough. And so it has really, really thrown a wrench into my plans as far as everything goes with planning, getting videos edited, getting videos uploaded, all of the things. So I was like, you know what? I have no excuses. I have an incredible local library that I can work at. I have this little room that I've requested. I get to be in here for about an hour. Someone else had it requested after that, but I'm going to take advantage of this time, talk to you, walk with you through the August plan with me, and we're going to just get it done together. So let's do it. All right, I'm just going to apologize for the angle that you are at. I do have my tripod, but I don't know that the angle would necessarily be any better, so we're just going to keep it super real. And something that I wanted to share, so in the sermon that I listened to this past Sunday at church, it talked a lot about goals, and it talked a lot about getting to your goals and what it takes to get to your goals. And one of the key pieces, he talked about 5 steps, but I'm just going to talk about one of those steps specifically today. And one of those was the fact that in order to reach your goals, you will, like, it wasn't even without a doubt. Like, he just said it in the way, like, you will face opposition. Like 100%, you will face opposition. And so if you are somebody who's on the path and wanting to reach a goal, you need to just be like so aware and accepting and okay with the fact that opposition will come. And I just find it so funny because here the last couple of days, losing power and all of that, it happens. Like, it happens to all of us. It was a crazy storm that came through, really wild thunderstorm, and we lost power. We actually got power back for a solid chunk of like over half of the day yesterday, and then we lost it and then have not had it since. And it's funny because here we're in a brand new month. I had full intentions of getting my July recap uploaded on July 31st and my August plan with me uploaded on August 1st. Like, just made sense in my brain. I was all for it. So proud of the fact that I was like, had that plan in place, had the time set aside, like all of that. But then life happened, and opposition specifically happened. And it's one of those things that, like, I could totally sit here and just whine and moan and groan and complain about it, and I could just be wallowing at my house and just sitting there without power and complaining that I don't have the ability to use my laptop or to edit a video or whatever. But instead I'm like, no, I'm going to do something about it. And that something is I'm going to go to my local library. Have I showered today? No. Did I get a workout in today? Yes, I did. Because I had already set the goal. I've been doing these fun little 7-day challenges for myself. The first week was 7 days of dresses. Last week was 7 different hairstyles. And this week it's 7 days of sunrise plus movement challenge. And with the current workout program that I'm doing, it's a kind of a recovery week where there's just like stretching, mobility type workouts, which I love. But with that means like no equipment or minimal equipment other than like a mat and maybe a towel. And so I have been able to do those outdoors, and it just happened to work out so beautifully that I had already planned on doing those workouts outdoors. So I have no excuse when it comes to not getting those workouts in, because I don't like, luckily I've had devices charged. I've had my phone charged, I've had my iPad charged, and I'm the person that, when they talk about devices where they're like, don't keep them plugged in all the time because if you do, you're going to wear the battery down. That's me. I'm that person that wears your battery down, but I always have them charged. Now, granted, the battery life is not very good, and that's my fault, and I understand. But anyways, so I had already had that planned, so it's worked out beautifully. I've had no excuse not to just like go outside and wake up with the sunrise and do a workout, a movement, and to feel good in my body. And so I've done that the past 2 days. It's a Tuesday when I'm recording this, and it's been so nice. And honestly, it has helped a ton with my anxiety, because at this point I'm just terrified that all the food in my fridge is going to go bad. And I can't imagine the idea of having to replace all of that right now. But if we have to, I mean, it's what we have to do. But with all that being said, I just wanted to share that perspective that I got from church this past weekend of just like goals come with facing opposition, and here I am living out opposition. I wanted to get more consistent with my YouTube channel and posting videos and, you know, getting my July or my plan with me's and getting my recaps up and like doing all those things. And here it's like, okay, here's your opposition. Like, are you going to actually stick with what you said? Are you actually going to stick with keep your word and, you know, follow through with that and make it work despite the challenges that you're going to be faced with? Or are you going to throw in the towel and give up the moment things get a little bit difficult? And so here I am, not throwing in the towel, but instead being resourceful, utilizing my local library and making it work. And I'm just really proud of that. So right now I'm getting ready to create my August vision board. So let's do that together. I'm gonna just kind of look at what I did in July, kind of reflect on that, think about August, what I want to do differently, the same, because as you know, month to month, my vision boards don't change a ton, but sometimes I will remove a goal completely if it's just something I've completely mastered or it's not important to me anymore. And so I'm basically going to do the same thing. I'll be honest, I probably won't change a ton, so this will probably get done pretty quickly, but let's go ahead and do that. Is it. I am done with my August vision board. So I actually added 2 goals. I got rid of a couple of goals or habits that I feel like I've been doing really well on. So we're just going to talk through them really quickly. If you saw my July recap video, you know what goals that I had on there, but in the event that you didn't see it, I can quickly talk through that. If you want to watch that video, it is essentially just here's my plan with me, and at the end of the month I do a recap of how I did, what goals I did well with, what goals I struggled with, what goals I still want to keep working on, that kind of thing. So I'll have that linked in the description box below if you want to go watch that one. So goal number 1, I am going to be doing a bar style program this month, and I'm actually super excited about it. Bar, if you are into like working out or whatever, it seems like it's like ballet, frou-frou, like that you can't get a workout out of it. Let me just tell you, it is the most humbling program I've ever done in my entire life. It's like style of workout by far. So it's 3 weeks long and I'm super excited. I'll be starting it next Monday on August 7th. And then since this is my job, doing like a back to basics type of theme, both for my clients and for any new people coming in. So I'm really excited to just kind of kick that off. Yesterday, I created this really nice PDF that kind of just breaks down all of the steps of like what to do during prep week, how to get yourself ready, how to get yourself prepped to start a new 3-week program. I included some goal sheets. I included some weekly reflections. I included pages for you to write out your meal plan, or of course you can always use mine, like that kind of a thing. And I'm just really excited to be able to offer that and just to talk about that with those that might be interested in joining me for the month of August and beyond. So if you want more information about that, there is a Google form in the description box below where you can fill that out quickly, and you and I could talk more about your goals with health and wellness. And if that's something that you would want to partner with me and do, would love to chat more, but if not, no worries. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2, I kept the same, and that is going to be my outdoor walks with the dogs, 1 to 2 miles, at least 5 times a week or 5 days a week is my goal. Number 3 is the same thing. I'm just going to continue being committed to my nutrition program. I love the nutrition program that I follow. That's also a part of what it is that I do with health and wellness when I'm helping myself and others. And so just continuing to stick with that. Number 4, I kept the same and then added to it. So previously it was just a fiction reading goal where I wanted to get myself to read fiction 30 minutes a day. And in the event that you're like, why do you have to have a goal to read fiction? I am a recovering workaholic. I love working. I love what I get to do. So it's very easy for me to just work. And so by putting a goal on there, like reading fiction, it literally allows me to step away, get my mind off of work. And so I put that on here just to remind myself, like, we're not just gonna work. We're gonna also enjoy ourselves. I watch some TV, but usually it's more like background noise if I'm like folding laundry or that kind of a thing. But I just don't enjoy watching TV like I once did. And I'm just really, really into reading fiction these days. So that is on there. And then the second part of that goal that I added to was personal development. I am currently reading the 6 Months to Six Figures book. It's by Peter, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to butcher it. I'll have it linked in the description box below. It's Voogd. Vood? I don't know. But it's Peter Vood by Peter Vood, and it's 6 Months to Six Figures. And I know it seems like it would just be like only about money, but it's about so much more, and there's so many good nuggets. And what I've been doing is every morning before I start my workout, I will hop on my stationary bike and I will ride my bike for like 5 to 10 minutes and just read a couple of pages, underline whatever is speaking to me that day, and just let that kind of roll with me throughout the day. In the past, if you've been around for a while, you know that I have put like 3 personal development books on one monthly vision board in hopes to get through all 3 of those. And what I've found is like I'm rushing through the books to get them all read, and I'm not digesting them as much as I'd like. So I'd rather slow down and just pick like one book to really, really dive into and really, really like learn about. And I think that that's what I'm going to do. He actually suggests that in this book too, but I'm going to give that a try, and I'm going to try to just really lean into one personal development book, see how that treats me, and go from there. So I added on that I wanted to do PD of this book and just really dive into this book. And it's a pretty short book, so even if I finish it before the month is over, I'm just going to dive back in or go back to those underlined spots and really find what's speaking the most to me. So it's just... So far, I may end up doing a whole separate video about that book in the event that if you would be interested in, let me know. Or if you've read 6 Months to Six Figures, I would love to know your feedback in the comments below. But I am somebody who I followed the stereotype like, oh my gosh, talking about money is taboo and all of these things. But what I've learned is that I am somebody who I'm interested in learning more about it, saving more, investing more, like all of those things. And how do you educate yourself on money and investing and saving and all of that if you don't talk about it, right? Like we get better at achieving goals because we talk about the goal that we're trying to achieve. So the same thing just makes sense with money. And I've learned that it's actually not taboo or weird to talk about money. We all make money at the jobs that we work, right? So anyways, it's a really good book, and it, like I said, it's not just about money, but I'm just going to focus on just that book. And then as far as my fiction goes, I started the Throne of Glass series. There's 8 books in that series if you also read the novella, and I'm planning on reading the novella. And so that I've got plenty there to fill up my 30 minutes a day. And honestly, I'll probably be reading more than 30 minutes a day of my fiction. So goal number 5 is the same, to get a gallon of water a day. I have this nice big water bottle, so I only have to drink 4 of these. It's 34 ounces, so I can get it in pretty easily, which is nice. Goal number 6 is my Bible time and my daily devotional. That stayed the same. Number 7 stayed the same, and that's using my standing desk and or my treadmill desk 4 days a week, because I do pretty much a 4-day work week. Goal number 8, I updated. It was stick to my 5 a.m. morning routine, but I've been doing that so well that I feel really good on that one, and like I can just like check that off and officially remove that from here. Now, in the event that this month I struggle with that again, it may come back in September, but for now I'm feeling good about that, and I want to stick with that. So I updated that goal. I looked back at my yearly vision board. I was like, okay, what goals am I missing on here that I should be making sure I'm doing something this month that's going to help me get closer to that overall yearly goal? And that was this YouTube channel. You know, I still have a goal, and I've done so much better even without it necessarily being on my July vision board. I want to get weekly videos up, minimum 1 a week, but I've been trying for 2 a week, if you've noticed, and I really would like to stick with 2 videos a week. I think it's doable. I think it's totally possible in the phase of life that I'm currently in, and so I just really want to keep doing that, but I want to make sure that it's quality content, that it's valuable, like that you guys are actually enjoying it. So I'm just really trying to, yes, get information out there and get videos uploaded, but I want to make sure that they're good too. So I have that. Goal number 9 is back to my TPT goal. I took that off for a little while, but with school ramping up and everything, I am just excited to get back into that, and I just feel ready, finally, hopefully. Goal number 10, I have officially felt ready to step back into the classroom in a substituting way. I have been out of the classroom officially 3 full years now. This August starts the 4th year of me being out of the classroom, which is wild because I cannot believe that much time has passed. But I just didn't feel ready or willing to step back into the classroom in a substitute position yet, and I am feeling that now, and I'm excited for that. And I feel like it goes really hand in hand with wanting to create TPT products and wanting to step back in the classroom, and I feel like those will both really benefit each other, because being in the classroom will probably help spark ideas for products that I can make for TPT, and then making products for TPT will probably make me excited to go into the classroom and just like work with kiddos again. So I think that those will go really beautifully together. And then the final goal, goal number 11, is very similar to last month, and it's just achieving my personal work goals. And so that just includes rank advancing in my business. That means helping at least 6 people, new people get started. I love helping new people, and usually my goal is helping at least 3 new people get started, but I would love to help at least 6 new people get started with their health and wellness journeys. I find that when new people join, there's just this new excitement and new energy, and being in this, I will celebrate my 6 years of running this health and wellness business this month on August 11th, actually. And so I'm just excited, and I love having new people to do this with. And so that's a goal on there, to get some more people that might want to work this business with me. I love also mentoring people. I love being a leader and teaching and all of that. And I've learned that even though I'm no longer teaching in the classroom, I have this ability to teach others who might want to do this business like I have. And now, having almost 6 full years under my belt, I feel really good about leading and mentoring others. And so that's a goal to continue adding to that. And then I've created a new system for my clients, and I'm using actually the website called Trello. If you've ever heard of that, I'm just trialing it out. I'd heard about it a lot before, but I've never actually used it, but I'm gonna start using that, putting that into effect this month, and I'm excited for that. So those are my 11 goals and or habits that I have set for the month of August, and I'm just really excited for that. So I would love to know, do you make a monthly vision board? Have you already made your monthly vision board? Did you make one with me while I made mine during this video? That's kind of my vision, is that we just like sit down and like we plan and do these together. Futuristically, I would love to someday have like a real like live session where we sit down and plan together, but I don't know what that looks like yet. So for now, this is what I've got. But I try to really make a variety of goals. So like some of these goals are very personal, like going on walks with my dogs and reading fiction and drinking a gallon of water. Those are very personal goals. Meanwhile, creating YouTube videos and creating TPT products and becoming a substitute, like those things are very like more outward businessy type goals. And so I really like to try to have a balance, because I feel like I don't get so bogged down in thinking I only have to work, because my goals are only about work. But instead, when I have a balance of goals that are personal and work, I can really balance that out. I know in my goal setting series, that whole playlist is linked in the description box below as well. I talked about having like a happy goal, a personal goal, and a business goal. And I always try to incorporate that. You know, I've got some business goals here. I have some happy goals like going on walks with my dogs and reading fiction. And then I've got some personal goals like my personal health, nutrition, reading the Bible, like those sorts of things. And so by having that well balance, I feel like when I get tired of working towards one goal, I can just bounce over and work towards another goal. And that way I can always be feeling productive and always feel like I'm really like taking steps forward and becoming the best version of me, which is ultimately my goal. If you saw my video a few weeks back about how I want to finish out the rest of 2023. So anyways, I would love to know what kind of goals you have on your vision board for this month, if you've made one, or if you just write yours out, what those look like. I would love to have more, just chatting in the comments with you guys, just so I can know more of like what you're wanting, what you're liking, what maybe you would like to know more information about, that kind of thing, so that I could be bringing you the best videos that are the most helpful, bringing the most value, and that sort of thing. So anyways, I know this is very different, sitting in a library, echoey, not ready at all, not showered, but doing the best we can, because this is reality, and I'm never going to be anything but the person that just brings you the real life and how it is. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I just think it's funny that I had a sermon on Sunday 2 days ago that talked about reaching your goals is going to come with opposition, like without a doubt. And here I'm living through it, and I'm like, you know what? This is what I was just told about. This is what I was just reminded of. That's all I've got for you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and let me know when you've got your August planned, and I can't wait to chat with you more. And until the next video, we'll see you next time. See ya.